Going to kick things off very shortly. This will serve as a pseudo-organizational meeting. We've had a little bit of turnover on the board. Want to welcome Mike Cashin. He's our newest advisory committee member. He replaced Ralph Womble, who reached his term limits.
Hi, everyone.
And so I have to do one announcement, and then we'll take roll call, and then we will get started. Good morning. Due to the governor's recent order, all members of the Downtown Winston-Salem Business Improvement District Advisory Committee are participating virtually. For virtual meetings, committee members will be muted until asked to be heard. At that time, they will be recognized and will be unmuted. When there is a vote, it will be necessary to take a roll call vote. A committee member will be recognized and will raise their hand and state their vote. Also ask you to verbally state your vote. Today's meeting is a public meeting. Per the notice posted earlier this month, citizens can listen to the meeting if they contacted city staff to make the necessary arrangements. The city is also being live streamed via the city's YouTube channel, which can be accessed via the City of Winston-Salem YouTube page. And Hunter, can you confirm that we are streaming on YouTube? Excellent, thank you. So I know it's December, and I know it's the week of Christmas, and I apologize. I think in the past we've moved this meeting up a week. I will just admit I simply forgot, and that's why we're 3 days before Christmas. And so it's been a unique year, but one thing we do need to do that's required by ordinance is our annual election of a chair and a vice chair. Ralph Womble has served on our chair for the past several years, and he is no longer on the advisory committee, and Vivian has been our vice chair for that same time frame. And so prior to getting to the business of the meeting, I'll open the floor. Well, prior to opening the floor, I apologize. I need to take an official roll call. So I'm going to go down the list of the roster, and please just say here if you are here. Vivian Joyner.
Present.
Kelly Brown.
Here.
Tony Brett.
Here.
Mike Cashin.
Here.
Charles Wilson. Lauren Desai.
Here.
Shannon Meyer. Chad Cheek.
Here.
Rodney Davis. Okay. Thank you, and I apologize for just forgetting that step. So like I was saying, we need to do an election of a chair and a vice chair. The term is for 1 year. The responsibilities of the chair are simply to pretty much just run us through the meeting when we meet, and the vice chair serves as a chair when the chair is absent. And so if anyone has any questions, I'd be happy to answer them. Other than that, I will entertain any motions for the chair of the Business Improvement District Advisory Committee.
Bev, your experience as a vice chair, would you like the chair?
I'm willing to serve.
Then I will nominate you.
I will second that nomination.
Okay, was that Chad? That was you?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Any other nominations? Okay, I will have to, like our attendants, have to do a roll call vote. Chad Cheek.
I approve the nomination.
Shannon Meyer.
I think you're on mute.
I'm not the best lip reader, but I think I got I approve there. Okay. Lauren Desai.
I approve.
Mike Cashin.
I approve.
Tony Brett.
I approve. It was my idea.
Kelly Brown.
I approve.
And Vivian Joyner.
I approve.
Okay, Vivian is our new chair. Now I'll move to the nominations for our vice chair.
I would like to nominate Lauren Desai as the vice chair.
Second.
Okay. I have a motion by Chad, a second by Tony, and we will do the roll call vote. Chad Cheek,
I approve.
Shannon Meyer,
I approve.
Lauren Desai,
Okay, approve.
Mike Cashin,
I approve.
Tony Brett,
I approve, but Lauren almost sounded like she was going to vote no, but she was going to get outvoted.
Kelly Brown,
I approve.
Vivian Joyner.
I approve.
Excellent. Okay, so that sets us for the rest of the year. Vivian will be our chair, and Lauren will be our vice chair. So congratulations. And for the next portion of the meeting, which is the approval of the minutes, I'll turn it over to our chair.
Everyone should have gotten the minutes with the email. So if there is no concern, I would ask for a motion to approve the minutes as appears.
I'll move.
May I have a second?
I'll second.
Minutes are approved.
Actually, excuse me, Madam Chair, we'll need to do another roll call for this one as well.
Okay,
So here we go. Vivian Joyner,
I approve.
Kelly Brown,
I approve.
Tony Brett,
Approve.
Mike Cashin,
Approve.
Lauren Desai,
Approve.
Shannon Meyer,
Approve.
Chad Cheek.
I approve.
Okay, the minutes are approved.
Right. Stephen, the next part is you, city staff.
Okay. And thank you, Madam Chair. And I have just two updates. The first one, we officially closed our fiscal year, and the comprehensive annual financial report I saw is available online via the city's website. And so I did want to provide an update on the available reserves for the Downtown Business Improvement District. For the year ending June 30th of 2020, the bid has a reserve of about $56,000. The exact amount is $56,698. And so that is available for really any type of one-time use is generally how we use them in the past. I will note that the current year's budget and work plan does appropriate $50,000 of that $56,000 for the third year of installment payments for parking deck improvements that were made at the 6 Cherry Trade parking deck. And so after that is spent down, there are no capital commitments. And so anything above that $50,000, once that's spent down, will be available for use in annual budgets. The only requirement is, as like all bid funds, it must be spent on enhanced services within the district. The city can't take those funds and spend them elsewhere. And then lastly, our last meeting, I provided a little bit of a timeline and an update that the current year is the final year between the city of Winston-Salem and the downtown partnership for our services contract for implementing bid services. We've gone through a bid process in November, and city staff reviewed 2 proposals that were received, one by the downtown partnership and one by Wright Consulting Group. And city staff will be bringing an item to the January Finance Committee recommending that a contract is awarded to the Downtown Winston-Salem Partnership for bid services. If that makes it through committee in January, our next step will be a public hearing, which is required by law prior to entering into a contract. And our current timetable for that will be the first council meeting in February. I'd be happy to answer any questions about either of those 2 items. Other than that, I do not have anything further, Madam Chair.
All right, Stephen, thank you. Jason?
Sorry, I had to unmute there for a second. I thought I was live. I'd like to share my screen briefly, if possible, and we'll show you just a few things. Can you guys hear me okay?
Yes.
Okay. One of the things I'd like to share with you, and this is one of our social media posts, is that we did make some investments in upgrading holiday decorations. And you can see this is the some of the examples of the lamppost decorations, the Moravian stars and the wreaths. And we do this traditionally each year. The lights on some of them will go out, and we try to use them as long as possible. So that's one of the things that we also did get the Christmas tree in Marshall Park built and installed. And this year I wanted to point out that it was a very large tree. It just kind of being proud, I guess, of our large tree. It generally we have about a 16 to 18 foot tree, and this one was well over 22 feet. And you can see that because the fence behind it is 6 feet tall. And so I thought that was impressive. And then let me share with you some other, I wanted to share with you some images that we had quite a bit of graffiti lately, and I wanted to show you some graffiti pictures. Can you guys see the front of the building at 4th and Trade?
Yes.
Do you still see it? Did I moved it? And I'm sorry about that.
We can see it, Jason.
Okay. All right. All right, so this is the before and after. You can see the large B on the screen. It actually went all the way through the building there. And so that's what it looked like after. On something like this, we get permission from the building owner, and then we paint over it. But you can see the paint will fade, and then it will match entirely with the brick. Here's another one on the side of the CVS building, and we had to paint over that one as well. Just a lot of other, that was one where we scraped off. We had a particularly really bad set of graffiti, and I mentioned this to a few people, where it was almost like a black tar that somebody put down. It was right on Cherry Street, adjacent to where Greg Carlisle's restaurant is at local 27101, and that's what it looked like. It was the extent. This is a chemical treatment that we put on top of it. And it is a slow process. You have to go through 3 rounds of chemical treatment in order to get it off. And you can see what it looked like, but it's a lot like a black asphalt. And so we went through and did that. Then we have a couple more chemical treatments that we go through. And then it's finally gone after a pretty significant power washing. And that's what it looked like after. But that was the reason I show that is probably one of the worst graffiti situations we've had in our history downtown in the 7 or 8 years that we've been doing graffiti removal. And for some reason, it's been really bad this year. And that one in particular was really bad. I think in the interest of time, I wanted to show you some of those most recent projects, but as we get through this part of the year, we finished up the leaf collection, which is a kind of a nonstop process with all the leaves falling from the trees. That's something that takes up a good part of this season. Then there's later on in the spring, there'll be a pollen season. We've been vigilant about watching the weather forecast for snowfall. That's something that is very important. And I think just in the interest of time and it being the holidays, I'll just answer any questions that anybody has as far as my report goes. But I wanted to show you some of the most recent work that we've been doing.
Any questions? Jason, you have anything else?
No, Ms. Chair, I do not.
Thank you, Jason. Well, if there's nothing else weighing on anyone's mind, it's a short but sweet meeting, informative. Can I have a motion to adjourn?
Motion.
I'll second.
And I do want to thank Councilmember Jeff McIntosh for joining us via the mobile downtown unit.
Happy holidays, everybody.
Yeah, and again, happy holidays to everyone. I hope you all have a great Christmas, great New Year, and our current schedule has us meeting again Tuesday, January the 26th of 2021. And per our normal notification, you'll receive agenda minutes about a week prior to the scheduling of that meeting.
Thank you. I hope everyone has a happy, safe holiday season. Merry Christmas to everyone.
Same to you. Thanks.
Merry
Merry Christmas.